like I was saying, I watch Ezee. If you don't know Ezee, Ezee is a social media influencer. She's dating Natalie. The two of them have this social media empire. But she just recently went on Shan's Lovers podcast where she talked about feminine energy and how her, as a stud, it took a lot to kind of get her girlfriend to respect that. She's still a girl at the end of the day. Like, I know you want to treat your girl kind of like that's your man sometimes, especially when she embodies masculine energy. But for her, she was like, nah, like I really am in tune with my femininity and I like being treated like a girl. I thought that was just an interesting conversation, especially because Natalie was straight when they first got together. Natalie was straight, and I remember when they first went on the Lovers podcast, they talked about, the learning curve of them two having to have sex in the beginning and kind of get familiar with each other. It was just a lot. Um, and then Ezee also talked about how she couldn't cry around Natalie because Natalie would kind of just be like, "What the fuck you crying for?" Like, just like, why are you crying? And she really hit her emotions. So, anyways, fast forward to now, they're married, and Natalie has a better understanding. And she talked about how Natalie proposed back to her. So I thought that was really cool, and she really liked that. She really liked the fact that she felt like loved, she felt appreciated because she's a stud. Like, girls don't really look out for her in that way. They're just kind of like, you play the man role and, I'm gonna be the girl. But, she really, really enjoyed that. So, anyways, question. If you are like a stud, stin, whatever, if you're a girl, right, and you play the masculine role in your relationship, do you want your female to propose to you? Do you want her to propose back to you? I guess I should say. Because honestly, Ezee, she really liked it. I'm just like, she felt loved and admired and appreciated. And, I know that's her, but I just want to know. Let me know down below. Do you think you would like that if a girl proposed to you? Now, I'm going to tell you, sorry. Now, I'm going to tell you from a femme's point of view, I personally would love to propose to my partner. Like, if she proposed to me, I will propose back to her. But I don't think my type really wants to be proposed to, honestly. I really don't think, because I like studs. Like, well, I take that back, because I like femmes too, but I date a lot of studs. And, I've asked them before, like, would you let me propose to you? And they don't like it. But let me know if you are a masculine presenting stud, stem, non-binary. It's so many terms. But let me know, would you want your girl to propose to you? That's the question for the pregame. All right, so I'm gonna open my notes because I want to get into the heat check a little bit. But let me know, are you into basketball? The solids loyal subscriber that's watching me. Are you into basketball? Let me know before I get into this whole spiel. Because I have a good show. I mean, either way, I'm going to get through it because, the replay game. I hope there's a replay game that watches this back because I really got a good episode. But, hold on, here go my notes. Oh, and yeah, let me know, like, do you want to be proposed to? Do you want to do the proposing? Do you think two women should propose to each other? Because honestly, Ezee talked about a lot in that interview. She really did. She also talked about would she talk about how she always has to be, the man in the situation. She has to be the one to fix the car. She has to be the one to check to see what that noise was. Like, that could be a lot. Like, when underneath them boy clothes, you're really just a girl. All right. So I'm gonna get into the heat check. Is it? Here it is. No, I don't like that. All right, so this is definitely my first time because I am trying to figure all of this out on the fly, but I appreciate you guys for cutting through and, getting to know me. I want to put more stuff up where you guys are really getting to know me because it's one thing to make a bunch of videos, but, there's a lot more to me. And I really love that you guys are enjoying the lesbian series. And I love that you guys are also enjoying the W content. Like, literally, all I want to do is just create a really good space for lesbians. All right, so let me get into Thirsty Thursdays. Now, the first thing I want to get into, Alyssa Thomas, she got suspended today. And I was not expecting that, okay? Was not expecting that. Because, okay, she got suspended for one game because she had the closed fist to Caitlin Clark's throat. No, you can't be doing nothing to Caitlin Clark. But the thing is, they really didn't do too much during the game. And if you watch the game, it happened so quick. It honestly looked worse in the slow-mo. But for them to wait the whole next day and then suspend her, oh, that was rough. I was like low-key like embarrassed for AT, but I know AT don't really care. You knew something was gonna happen. That's so funny. Yeah, you called me as soon as I started. What the hell? Nobody's in here. It's my first time doing this. But anyways, I knew something was gonna happen to her too because shit. No, actually, I didn't. I didn't think anything was gonna happen. I thought she was gonna get away with that. I really thought she was gonna get away with that. But then again, Stephanie White making the scene that she made, yeah, that definitely did help because she was just like, yo, you can't be doing that. That's generational talent. But like, I feel like with all the officiating that's been going on, it's not the only time we've seen that. I just feel like they need to clean it up across the board because we know that she has her situation with Fee. Fee is hurt off the hands of Alyssa Thomas. But, there's other situations too. Like I always think about Cameron Brink. She got hit in the face by Nylissa when she was with the fever. And then this season, Nylissa broke her nose. So it's like, what can we really do about the back-to-back offenses? Oh, and speaking of offenses, Aaliyah Boston elbowed Clea Copper, which I thought she was working on that. I thought Aaliyah Boston was working on that. And I really believed her too. I really thought she was working on that. Oh my God. But she didn't. She didn't. She actually elbowed Clea Copper, which is crazy. So yeah, that happened. Another thing that happened this week, the Lynx snapped the Mystics 3-game winning streak, which I really knew that was going to happen, to be honest. I knew that was going to happen. It would have been really impressive had they would have kept going on with that winning streak and whooped the Lynx twice. Like if they would have beat the Lynx 2 times in a row, I would have been really, really impressed. Because honestly, when they took out the Liberty, the Lynx, Connecticut wasn't that impressive, but when they took out them 2 back-to-back, I was like, dang, the Mystics is really trying to climb the charts, which ironically, they're right there in the middle. But I didn't think that they were going to beat them twice. I'm sorry. All right, so the next thing that I put down on my list, I keep looking. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my first show, so it is what it is. But Liberty versus Aces, that went down, and now we have to see it again on Saturday. But yes, that game, I really like seeing Asia and Stewie in the paint. I like seeing them back to head to head. I feel like with that game, it really could have been anyone's game. Like they were both kind of, I don't know, they were both like missing their shots. Like they were missing their shots, but then both teams kind of went on a heater. Like Jackie went on a heater in the first half, and then Asia kind of, she heated up in the second half, but I don't know, it just wasn't enough. I really like Breanna Stewart's blocks that she's been just giving anybody. She's been giving anybody like, I really like that. Her blocks has really been helping the team. Also, during that game, Sabrina had a whole bunch of rebounds, which I love that she's contributing in that way, but I don't at the same time, because I just feel like we have other people who can do that. We have other people on the Liberty that can do that. And I just don't understand why she is strong arming the paint when Jonquel is standing right there, when Han is standing right there. Like, I don't get it. But that's me. I feel like the Liberty are getting by enough so far, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But I swear to God, if Breanna or Sab get hurt trying to play out of position, the Liberty is gonna be screwed. And I'm gonna just say that. I mean, I hope they're not screwed regardless, because the Aces really don't like to lose. And I feel like when they go head to head for the Commissioner's Cup, they're gonna amp it up a little bit more. But I don't know, we'll see, because if not, then Liberty got this. And it's gonna be like a very, very boring Commissioner's Cup. But no, that's that on that. I'm gonna be rooting Liberty, of course. I'm rooting Liberty. But we're gonna see what happens. I am a little nervous because I know how the Aces get. All right. Next, I do want to talk about Fever and Mercury, because the tension between the two, like craziness. Over the span of those two games, there were six techs in the first game. Then Cece got, as we talked about, she got a fist to the freaking throat. She was out for her back. Like, so much was going on. Dawana was just like cooking. She was just like really trying to prove a point. Alyssa Thomas, Kalia went off. Aaliyah threw elbows. Like, a lot was going on between the Fever and the Mercury. And I don't even know what to say. Like, I just feel like that's kind of what I expected, but at the same time, what was that? We kind of already talked about that, so I'm gonna just skip that. Oh, Sophie was really entertaining when she did this. That girl, like, she's something. She's someone that, like, I swear to God, like, she is really hard to not punch in the face. Like, if I was playing against her and tensions was high, like, I would want to punch her in the face. And you acting like that? Yeah, no. Sophie is so freaking annoying. And then she had the nerve to say, I'm glad I got my nails done for this. Yeah, she's a hot mess. Anyways, all right. Dallas versus Seattle. So the only reason why I want to talk about this is because Don Malonga hit 37 points, and that was impressive. So I do want to talk about this. Unfortunately, yes. Well, I'm not gonna say unfortunately, but Dallas did whoop Seattle, and I didn't like seeing that. I did not like seeing that because they really fought hard. But Paige just did what Paige do. Like, she dropped almost 30 points that game. So I felt so bad. But I was so proud of Dominique. Anyways, the future of the Sparks. Let's get into the future of the Sparks, because right now Kelsey Plum is out, basically. Like, she's out. Oh God, live is just something. Anyways, Kelsey Plum is out because of a lower leg injury. And yeah, I just want to talk about what's next for the Sparks. she's going to be evaluated in about 4 weeks. So I feel like, I don't know, like they've been holding their own without her, you know. Naneka hit that game winner on the Liberty. I swear to God, that made me so mad. Like, freaking Naneka hit that game winner on us. In front of Lisa Leslie. Ugh. Anyways, but I just don't know. I feel like the Sparks are going to be able to hold their own without Kelsey. I have faith in them. They're actually been playing pretty solid. Like, they're not like the best team, but they can definitely get into the playoffs. So yeah, we'll see. It was ironic though, because they are number 8 in the standings, and then they won 8 games and they lost 8 games. Anyways, all right, let's talk about the All-Star game, because the All-Star game, we've had the second returns, and a lot of people were not happy about this. I just find it so funny. Let me pull it up. I just find it very funny because none of this matters. None of this truly freaking matters, because they're just going to go out, have fun. And from what we saw from Courtney and Natisha Hydeman, I always want to call her Natasha. Natisha Hydeman's Stubbuzz podcast, they're about to get drunk. They're about to have the time of their life. So whatever, doesn't matter. But for Ish and Giggles, let's go over the All-Star returns. Okay. If it'll pull up. Okay, coming in hot. Number 1, we got Aaliyah Boston, and number 2, we got Caitlin Clark. Okay, so I don't know if this was the bots. I don't know if this was the fans, but that's number 1 and number 2. Then we got at number 3, we have Asia Wilson, which, yes, she better be top 5. Paige Beckers, Brianna Stewart, my girl. Yeah. Okay, let's get into top 5 real quick. It's the fan favorites, honestly. It's a popularity contest. It really is. So I'll take it. I'm not like that mad at it. I'm not. Like, it's the All-Stars. Like, the fans are voting. Did you not think Fever was going to be on the top? Let's be for real. All right. Now, let's get into the top 10. So, number 6, we have Jessica Shepard, which I knew they was going to make a way for her. We have Angel Reese, which, yes, because I've been voting for her. We have Gabby Williams, which is well-deserved. Kelsey Mitchell, well-deserved. Olivia Miles, and then number 11 is Ezee Flood. I did notice that with this list, the only rookies that made the list was Ezee and Olivia. So, I mean, hey, it's what it is. No Flage, and that's my girl, but it's okay. I'm curious if Kiki Rice would have made this list had she not been hurt. Let me think. What other rookies? I've been voting for Asier every day, but I don't think she made this list. Whatever. Anyways, I'm not mad at this list. They're gonna take the first 22. So I could just read that off. Natasha Howard, Kelsey Plum, Alicia Gray, Sophie, Cunningham, Kiki Ariafin, Naneka Agumike, Ryan Howard, Sonia Citron, Lexi Hull, Cameron Brink. Is she even playing right now? Maisha Hines Allen. She rounds out the list at 22. Okay, so I'm really not mad at this list. The only complaint I have is, why is Maisha Hines Allen on this list? 1, I can't even say her name. 2, I don't want to see her making faces at the All-Star game. I don't. Anyways. All right. I think that's going to round up the heat check. I think I'm getting more comfortable for the replay game, because there ain't nobody in here, except for maybe my girlfriend. But yeah, I'm going to try to do this live every Thursday, and hopefully I'll loosen up and be more comfortable because it is a lot. But this is fun. All right, so that wraps up the heat check. Let's get into the Courtside Club, where I answer your questions, which there's nobody in here. So, oh, wait, hold up. I'm doing good. Thank you, baby. All right. So anyways, I'm just going to end it here. And if you catch the replay, throw me your questions or comments, whatever, in the chat, like, because I'll answer them. Anyways, trying to see, do I have anything else on here? Oh, and let me know, who do you think is going to win the Commissioner's Cup? Because I already said that I think the Liberty is going to win, but let me know. Do you think the Liberty or do you think the Aces are going to come in hot? Because there is a chance. Anyways, all right, I'm out of here.